Kingsville, Texas, as we are set for this regional quarterfinal game between Corpus Christi Miller and Brownsville Veterans Memorial Chargers. The crowd is filing in here at Texas A&M Kingsville on a Monday night. An early game if you're talking about this round of the playoffs, because most everyone else is playing tomorrow night. But the Buccaneers of Corpus Christi Veterans and the Chargers of Brownsville Veterans are teeing it up here tonight in this pregame show. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get you set with information about these two teams. Brownsville Veterans takes on Corpus Christi Miller. This is RioSportsLive.com. Everyone's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2 in Harlingen. Choose from a wide selection and score big today on West Expressway 83. Right now, how about this 2016 Kia Soul for $500 down and $250 a month? Bluetooth, steering wheel controls, a reverse camera, and ready to go? $500 down, $250 a month. Or this 2014 Volkswagen Passat on the lot today and yours at just $500 down and $235 a month. Leather seats, navigation, reverse camera, Bluetooth, satellite radio, and it's yours today. $500 down, $235 a month. Financing is available with lending for all types. Every deal's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2, in business since 2002, Harlingen, Texas.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Back here on RioSportsLive.com, you can see the Brownsville faithful are filing in here. Brownsville Veterans Memorial Chargers as they're taking on Corpus Christi Veterans, the Buccaneers. Talk about this Buccaneer team as they are out taking their warm-ups. They come in with a record of 28-10, 14-2 in their district, having beaten Cal Allen 67-63 in the first round of the playoffs and knocked off Sherryland Pioneer on Saturday 53-35. That game was played at Santa Rosa High School. Up and down their schedule, this has been a roller coaster ride for this team. They've lost to Laredo Alexander 90-65. That was a convincing loss at the hands of a team that's still alive in the playoffs. When you talk about teams that are familiar to the Rio Grande Valley, they beat McCallum Memorial 78-50, beat PSJA 68-39, lost to Economides 61-48, lost to PSJA Memorial 65-54, beat Port Isabel 61-46. Then you're talking about teams also. Harlingen, they beat Harlingen 69-63. Those were all teams that were active throughout the season in the upper part of their districts. They lost to Flower Bluff 69-65. Now mark that one down as one we'll get back to here in a little bit later on. Meanwhile, Brownsville Veterans, the Chargers, come in with a record of 32-6, 13-1 in their district play. They lost to Pace 69-66 on November 17th. That was their first loss of the season. They don't have many losses on this year. They lost to Ray 58-45. They lost to Westaco 65-43, and then Mercedes was the only team that knocked this team off in district play. That was back on January 21st. That's the last time this team has tasted defeat on the court. They beat Mission Veterans 59-45 to start the playoff run, and then beat Flower Bluff 74-53. So your like opponent, Flower Bluff. Drastic difference between these teams as far as the results. Corpus Christi Veterans, or Corpus Christi Miller that is, lost to Flower Bluff 69-65, and meanwhile Brownsville Veterans beat Flower Bluff 74-53. Crowd is still filing in. We still got a minute and some change before they start the introduction of the lineups. We'll take another break. When we come back, Bert Ruiz, who's on the camera, will find another camera angle. Right now, that's the Corpus Christi Miller cheering squad. We'll be back with more. This is RioSportsLive.com.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Service have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
If you've spent your career in education and are ready for the next chapter, let the professionals at Employment Retirement Services help. You've worked hard, and now it's time to relax and enjoy with peace of mind and security.
Help fulfill your retirement needs. Come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together. Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the Blue Building and the Blue Shrimp Boats, Laguna Madre Baits. 828 Westport Drive, Port Mansfield, Texas. Back here on RioSportsLive.com, they are starting to announce the two teams. First with the Buccaneers of Corpus Christi Miller. We'll let the PA announcer take over from here.
Representing District 32-5A with a season record of 32-6, the Brownsville Veterans Memorial Chargers.
They will not have the introduction of the Chargers. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with the opening tip-off after this. TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Back here on RioSportsLive.com as they are getting set now after the playing of the national anthem. Now they're going to announce the Chargers of Brownsville Veterans Memorial.
Freshman number 2, Joshua Posas.
This is Corpus Christi Miller.
Number 10, Marcel Davis. Sophomore number 13, Andrew Money. Junior number 15, Willie Edwards. Senior number 20, Xavier Watson. Sophomore number 21, Albert Livingston. And senior number 22, Demetrius Guzman. And now the non-starters for the Brownsville Veterans Memorial Chargers. Senior number 5, Isaac Casares. Senior number 10, Paul Banana. Sophomore number 15, Lucky Edge. Junior number 21, Thomas Pena. Senior number 22, Nico Escobedo. Sophomore number 24, Joshua Silva. Junior number 30, Alex Villarreal. And senior number 32, Sebastian Sosa.
We'll turn the lights out here for the national starters as they announce the starters here in this game.
Junior number 5, Raheem Nick. Senior number 11, Malik Sanders. Senior number 12, Xavier Camden. And senior number 32, J.E. Reed. Assistant coaches for the Bucks, Mark Salazar, Ron Lucas, and Rodney Williams. Miller Bucks head coach, Maurice Basquet.
Coming up now, the announcing of the Brownsville Veterans Memorial Chargers. They've got a ton of people here watching this game. They all filed in during that national anthem. Right after that, they started filling these stands.
Senior number 3, Justin Anaya. Junior number 11, Damian Polano. Sophomore number 12, Matthew Miller. And senior number 13, Robert Disher. Assistant coaches for the Chargers.
And so there's your starting lineups for these two teams, the Chargers and the Buccaneers. We'll take a last break. We'll come back. We'll have the tip-off.
We'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
How to add the VTX.
Back here on RioSportsLive.com, you can see right now the Brownsville Veteran Chargers faithful are here in force. Miller takes the court. Chargers on the other side will meet in the center. And we are set to go for the start of this game. Standing in the center circle for the Corpus Christi Miller Buccaneers stands Xavier Calendre. Calendre listed at 6'4". Once they get past Calendre, they get short in a hurry. We were watching the warm-ups. Brownsville veterans appeared to have a height advantage. Standing in the center circle is Justin Anaya for the Chargers. Chargers in the white uniforms with the red trim. The Miller Buccaneers in the purple uniforms with the gold trim. And we are set to go for this quarterfinal game. Chargers got here with a victory over Flower Bluff. Corpus Christi Miller knocked off Sherryland Pioneer. The officials having one last conversation over there at the scores table before we get set here for this one to get underway. Scheduled to start at 7:30. Well, that has already gone by the wayside. Want to remind you fans, doubleheader action tomorrow night here on RioSportsLive.com. We'll be right back here in this gym as the Santa Rosa Warriors will be in action. We'll have the Warriors and covering them We'll also have the San Perlita Trojans as they embark in their round 3 game tomorrow night. Tip is controlled in the backcourt. A quick whistle. And they'll reset that. Official didn't like the way those ball was thrown in the air. So we'll do it again. Waited a few extra moments. Why not wait right here? Miller will control it. Buccaneers with the basketball. First shot on the way is off the mark. Quick rebound, and here come the Chargers into the front court. Chargers down the left-hand side. Lay it up, no good. A lot of contact there, and that'll be a whistle. And a free throw opportunity coming up for the Chargers, and already a player shaken up on that play. They'll call the foul on J.D. Reed, his first foul of the ball game. To the line stands Matt Maddox. Maddox listed as a sophomore for Brownsville Veterans. Free throw up and in. First point of the game belongs to Maddox and the Chargers. That's the way we get it started. Maddox ready to go with another one. Eyes it here, lets it go, and misses that one. On the rebound, controlled by Reed, and here come the Miller Buccaneers into the offensive end. Buccaneers working on the outside, staying on the dribble. They'll stay for the mid-range jumper that won't go. Rebound is tipped, saved back inbounds, controlled by Miller. They'll control it in the corner. Working inside, nice pass, inside, up and in. Made by Xavier Calendre. Gets the bucket to go. It's your first basket of the ball game. Chargers having the ball on the offensive end. They'll work it here for the jumper that pinballs out, no good. Rebound is tipped, stays alive. Charger basketball on the left-hand side, and that ball goes out of bounds on the sideline. Stay right here. Chargers to inbound the ball. They'll get it in, get it back outside. Set it up on the offensive set. 7:02 to go. Here's a three on the way. That's off the way. In and good. Justin Anaya drops in a three. 4-2 lead. Back comes Corpus Christi Miller with the basketball. On the outside. Work it between the two circles. Spin it on the left wing for a three on the way. That's off the mark, no good. Rebound by the Chargers in the backcourt. They'll bring it front side to the midcourt stripe. Nice pass on the left-hand side. No shot available. Kick it back outside to Matt Maddox. Top of the key, it goes to Maldonado. Reverse it. Three on the way. That's off the mark. Rebound by Miller. They'll work it back on the offensive end. Quick pass on the left side in transition. That shot's on the way. No good. Rebound tipped up. Controlled by the Chargers of Brownsville Veterans. Robert Fisher secured that board. A couple of minutes gone here in the first quarter. Chargers with the basketball in the front court. Work it over to Maddox. Maddox plays catch with Anaya. Anaya looking after he lost his dribble. Still looking. Finally gets it outside to Damian Maldonado. Back to Anaya. In the corner on the baseline. Nothing there. Good defense played by Corpus Christi Miller. Stops play with 5:43 to go here in the first quarter of play. Chargers to inbound the ball. Matt Maddox will trigger the inbound play. Throws it in. Work it back outside. Now on the dribble. This is Maldonado. Goes to work. Missed the shot. Tips the rebound. Controlled by the Chargers of Brownsville Veterans. This is Kelly Davis. Davis attacks through a double team. Missed that. Rebound Maldonado. Put it up and in. Bucket made by the Chargers. Again, that offensive rebounding could play the biggest factor in this game. Miller wants an open three. That will not go. Rebound loose, picked up by the Buccaneers and then lost. Will go back the other way. Quick pass in the front court, missed layup. Back comes Miller with the basketball. In the front court, down the left-hand side, off the glass, no good. And the putback nearly jammed down and in. Here come the Chargers. Back on the run, right side layup, good. Maldonado with the bucket. Timeout called. Brownsville Veterans and the Chargers up 8-2. Quick timeout, back after this.
Device. All your favorite shows from VTX1 Channel 1 and exciting games broadcast on Rio Sports Live can be added onto your Roku device by following these simple steps. Step 1. Scroll down to search and push OK on the remote control. Step 2. Type in VTX1 by using the arrow keys to move the cursor around the keyboard and pushing OK to enter the letters. When you're done, choose the VTX1 option on the right-hand side of the screen. Then push OK. Step 3. Choose the Add Channel option on the right-hand side of the screen and wait for the application to load. Congratulations! You have now successfully added the VTX1 app to your channel lineup. It can be found on the main screen under Home at the bottom of the list. For more information, visit the VTX1 website at vtx1.net/OTT.
Made 3, then an offensive foul called. So the timeout pays dividends for the Buccaneers of Corpus Christi. Miller, substitution off the bench for the Buccaneers. Just checking into the game is Demetrius Guzman. Buccaneer basketball on the half-court set. They'll work it from the outside. Spin it to the right side. That's just an easy turnover right back to Brownsville veterans. Chargers were bunching things up in the middle of the paint there. Boy, that pass just went into no man's land. A little pressure at the half-court set this time down by Miller. Veterans will work the extra pass for the 3, and that's off the mark, no good. Rebound secured by Maldonado. Skip pass, nice side on the right side. That one's partially blocked. Rebound, tip, controlled by the Buccaneers. They'll control it. Good defensive stand. Buccaneers now on the fly. In the front court, Malik Sanders finds the open man for the tie. That's off the mark, no good. Offensive board, put it up and in. Basket, Calendre. 1-point game. Brownsville veterans back with the basketball. From the half-court set, that's tipped out of bounds. That'll be a turnover. Chargers leading 8-7. In the front court, they'll work that ball on the baseline, and that's going to be a quick foul called. Charger fans not going to like that one. They'll call it on Justin Anaya. That'll be his first. Substitution checks into the game for Corpus Christi. Miller. Albert Livingston, a 6-foot sophomore, checks into the game. Quickly, a turnover results as Miller has trouble getting the ball in bounds. Brownsville veterans basketball. They've led throughout this ball game. Their lead has been trimmed down to 1. They'll break the pressure in the front court, work it over to Kelly Davis. Davis has it between the circles, finds Anaya. Anaya, top of the key to Maldonado. Nothing there for him, puts it on the floor. Spins it right side, back to Anaya, looks the defense off, splits a double team, attacks right side, lays it up, no good. Offensive board, put up, there's a tip on the rebound. Miller will control that. Out of the backcourt in the half-court set, this is Sanders. Sanders off the drive, off the basket, no good. Rebound tip, loose ball, picked up by Brownsville veterans, a lot of contact there. And that'll be a foul call. Call that one on Livingston. And right now, the early indication is these officials are going to let this game get physical. It's one thing to know you're in a game, another thing to understand what type of game it is and how it's going to be called on the officiating side. There's a turnover by the Chargers. Buccaneers back with a chance to take the lead. Sanders attacks, got it. Malik Sanders, and the Buccaneers have their first lead. 2:23 remaining here in the first quarter of play. In the backcourt, Chargers of Brownsville veterans will work it up into the front court, get it to Kelly Davis. Davis back outside. Here's the open 3. Answer there, no. Rebound goes out of bounds. And the Charger players right now looking at the officials saying, hey, is it going to be this physical all game? Substitutions popping in off the bench for Brownsville veterans. Thomas Pena Jr. will check into the game. Set to throw the ball in. Matt Maddox for Brownsville veterans. Maddox sets him in motion. Spins it out. Nice catch by Maldonado. Now on the double team. It's a steal down the right-hand side. Layup goes up and in. Raheem Ned with the bucket. Chargers back with the ball on the offensive end. Outside for Anaya. Anaya wants a three. Lets it go. Off the back of the rim, no good, but a foul called outside. That's going to be on the shot as Livingston made contact. And a free throw coming up for Justin Anaya. Three shots coming up for Anaya. First one good. Anaya in the ballgame now with 4 points. Second one coming up for Justin Anaya. Gets that too. Substitution off the bench as Livingston picked up that foul. Livingston will have a seat on the bench. He'll be replaced by Malik Edwards, the 5'9" junior for the Miller Buccaneers. Meanwhile, Justin Anaya at the line for Brownsville veterans. Makes that as he rolled it home. Made all three on the trip. Corpus Christi Miller with the ball on the offensive end. Through traffic, layup no good. Rebound by Tommy Pena. Then the ball on the baseline will belong to Corpus Christi Miller. Buccaneers get it back. That was a point-blank missed shot. All tied up at 11. Miller will throw it in the offensive end. Working outside to Malik Edwards. Edwards on the dribble, got a screen, stays wide. Now he attacks, dishes off inside and threw it away. Turnover gives it back to Brownsville veterans. Off the bench, Xavier Calendre checks back in for Corpus Christi Miller. Tomorrow night, again, we're right back here at Texas A&M Kingsville for Santa Rosa. We'll also be further up north as we'll be covering San Perlita. Whistle blows for substitutions to check in the game for Brownsville veterans. They'll try to keep fresh troops into this game as well. Charger basketball in the back court. Work it up to the front side, a lot of contact there. Nice job by Anaya to stay with it. Chargers now on the press break, go to the baseline. Maldonado takes a bump, got into a double team, needs some help. Gets it out to Anaya. Anaya stays with it. Gets it over to Maddox. Maddox over to Lucky Edge. Dips it inside and turns it over. Here come the Buccaneers in the front side. Layup good. Malik Edwards after the turnover gets the bucket to go. Pressure in the backcourt by this Buccaneer team. Chargers have it now on the offensive set on the half court. Anaya gets it to Maldonado. Maldonado has it poked away. Attacks, got to the free throw line. Behind the back pass leads to this three. That one won't go, but a free throw opportunity coming up for Matt Maddox. Maddox gets to the line. So the pressure is being allowed off the ball, but around these shooters, now they're saying Maddox was not shooting, so it will be Charger basketball out of bounds on the sideline. That'll get a groan out of the home team, which is the Chargers. Here's a three by Maldonado. That won't go. Rebound by the Buccaneers, and they'll bring it up. Buccaneer basketball working on the baseline. Easy layup, no good. Rebound tipped up and in. Veterans couldn't secure the board. Calendre gets the stick back. Back come the Chargers. Work it for Maldonado. That's tipped out of bounds. That's touched last by the Buccaneers of Corpus Christi Miller. 20 seconds left here in the first quarter. Bert Ruiz on the camera. I'm Joe Bowling with you. Brownsville veterans will throw it in on the half-court set. Maddox will trigger this inbound play. Right near the mid-court stripe. Be careful there if you're Lucky Edge. Here's a Maddox three. Misses that one. Rebound by the Chargers on the weak side. Loose ball now. They'll dive to the floor. Maldonado comes out of there with it. Finds his open man. Runner in the lane. That floater won't go. Rebound by Miller. And they'll control it. Buccaneers launch a shot at the half court, and the first quarter's in the books. Corpus Christi Miller up by 4. Second quarter after this.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique, collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
Men, start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Back here, Brownsville Veterans Chargers down by 4, 15-11 your score after one quarter of play. Xavier Calendari leads the way with 6 points for the Miller Buccaneers. Justin Anaya matches him with 6 points for the Chargers. Brownsville Veterans will have the ball as we start the second quarter of play. They'll work it on the outside to Davis, staying on the perimeter. And that's one thing that this team has found out already. This is a physical game. Anaya has it, stays outside to Maddox. Now off the dribble. They'll work it inside to Maldonado. Made the shot. The extra pass. Damian Maldonado on the finish. Back come the Buccaneers. There's a steal for Veterans, and here comes Brownsville Veterans with the basketball. Outside Maddox. Maddox to Davis. Davis to Anaya. Anaya spins it over to Maddox. Matt Maddox backs it away. Gets it to Justin Anaya. They'll set it up on the half-court set. Nearly a minute gone here in the second quarter. Anaya frees up for the three off the dribble. Buries it. 3 for Justin Anaya. Chargers on top. 3 on the way for the Buccaneers. Won't go. Rebound. Back come the Chargers with the basketball. Davis brings it front side. Gets it outside to Anaya. Takes it off the dribble. Looks for Maldonado. Threw it away. On the turnover, here's Malik Edwards in the front court. Lay it up. No good. Rebound goes out of bounds. Missed opportunity that time. Inbound play for the Chargers of Brownsville Veterans. They'll bring it into the front court. Work it over to Davis. Davis off the dribble. Gets it to Maldonado. Got the shot away. Rushed it a little. Missed it. It's tipped out of bounds. It'll stay here. Substitutes off the bench. Here comes 2 players back in the game. Andrew Bodie now checks in for the Buccaneers of Corpus Christi. Miller, also Malik Sanders checks in. Here's a 3 on the way by Anaya. Well, that won't go. He got fouled. And we'll wait to see if it establishes he gets to shoot 3 or not. Justin Anaya, 6 points in the game. And they will have a 3-shot opportunity coming up here for Anaya. Anaya gets the first. Tomorrow night, 7:30 to tip off. Santa Rosa right back here in this venue. We'll have that broadcast coming your way about 7:15. Have our crew here. We got up here early this afternoon. About 3 o'clock we arrived. Anaya with the next free throw for Brownsville Veterans. Gets that. 2 of 3. Third one coming up. Next one by Justin Anaya. And that'll go. Chargers with a 4-point lead. That matches the Buccaneers lead in the first quarter, in which they were up by 4. Buccaneers working on the offensive set on the half court. launching a three. That will not go, and the ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Charger basketball in the backcourt. They'll work it up to the timeline and set it up. Now trying to build on a 4-point lead. Go to Maldonado, finds Anaya for three. Answered, no. Rebound taken down by Miller. Save back inbounds. Here's Malik Sanders. Sanders on a 1-on-3 has a wingman. Off the dribble, that's off the glass, but no good. Missed by Zamari Nichols. Rebound by the Chargers. Maldonado will bring it front side. Nice pass ahead, layup, won't go. Rebound tipped out of bounds. What vision that time by Maldonado. He had the right idea, had the cutter right there in front of him. Missed chance that time for the Chargers on the trip down court. Chargers still have the ball. Maldonado got a man in the air, takes it off the dribble, dishes off again. Bank shot is blocked out of there. And securing that block was Xavier Calindre. Back in the front court. Here comes Miller for the open three. That's good. Three-pointer made by Zamari Nichols. Cuts it back to a 1-point game. Back come the Chargers. Off the dribble. Right side layup. Won't go. Rebound in the paint. Calindre comes out of there with it for the Buccaneers. They want to run up into the front court. This is Nichols again. On the three. That one won't go. Offensive rebound. Put up. No good. Rebound by the Chargers of Brownsville veterans. They'll try to get the outlet pass, and they will, into the hands of Maldonado. Maldonado brings it front side for Brownsville veteran. This pace favors Miller right now. Maldonado off the dribble. Got it to go. They're not going to call half the stuff inside. There's no way they're going to give a charge off of that. Miller back with the ball. This is Sanders off the dribble. Got that. Malik Sanders right back at you on a half-court shot. Or half-court set, that is. 1-point game. Chargers back with the basketball on that right wing. Find Maldonado. Maldonado goes inside, steps past a man with the left hand, can't finish, got his own board. Passes off, and out of bounds it goes, out of the hands of Robert Fisher. Maldonado had his man again right there in front of him. What could have been, or should have been, an assist and a layup. Miller basketball. Chance to take the lead for the Buccaneers. They did lead in the first quarter. They have it here on the half-court set. Off the dribble, top of the key. Now the extra pass for the three. Answer there, no good. Long rebound comes out to the Chargers. Quick pass ahead to the right side to Davis. Off the glass, no good. Whistle blows. That'll be a blocking foul, and two shots coming up for Brownsville veterans. Kelly Davis. Call that foul on Raheem Ned. His first foul of the game. Two shots coming up here for Kelly Davis, the Brownsville veterans. Hasn't scored a point yet. Still hasn't as he misses the first free throw. Substitution off the bench. Here's J.D. Reed now checking in, a 6'1 senior for Corpus Christi Miller. Davis at the line, ready for another. Gets that to go. 1 of 2 on the trip for Davis. 2-point lead for the Chargers. Here's a three on the other side. Missed. Rebound saved back inbounds. Here's a shot for the tie that won't go. Maldonado secures the rebound for the Chargers. On the dribble in the backcourt. Hounded defensively by Xavier Watson, and that's going to be a foul call. Watson was doing a good job right there. Corpus Christi Miller. The first foul on Watson. To the line is Damian Maldonado. First one won't go. On the rebound, Buccaneers have that, but they'll tip it out of bounds. It'll be Brownsville veteran basketball with 3:36 left here in the half. Chargers will throw it in. Matt Maddox to trigger the inbound play. Maddox goes inside to Maldonado. Nice catch. A lot of contact there. Reverse layup won't go. Tip up, no good. Rebound. Buccaneers all over that. Nice job by J.D. Reed to secure the board. Here come the Buccaneers in the front court. Down the left-hand side. That's up off the glass. No good. Offensive board. And then a whistle and a foul is going to be called on the Chargers of Brownsville Veterans. Inbound play leads to the open three. That's good. Quick three by Joshua Poses. Brownsville Veterans back with the basketball. In the front court to Maldonado. Maldonado between the circles, takes it off the dribble. Spins in the lane, dishes off inside, layup good. Assist to Maldonado. Basket to Robert Fisher. Back come the Buccaneers off the dribble. This is Nichols. Nice ball fake. Gets it outside for the Reed three that won't go. Rebound by the Chargers. Quickly a 3-on-2. Left-hand side. Banker up and no good, or the charge is called. J.D. Reed got back to take that charge. More substitutes checking in the game right now for Corpus Christi Miller. Meanwhile, they'll call a timeout. Brownsville Veterans with a 2-point lead. Quarterfinals continue from Texas A&M Kingsville. I'm Joe Bowling. This is RealSportsLive.com.
Needing a treat before or after the big game? Then, when in Harlingen, stop in at the Scoop Ice Cream Parlor and Deli and treat yourself to some amazing things. Ice creams, shakes, sundaes, banana splits, and that's just a sample. If you can dream it, they can make it at the Scoop in Harlingen. From the deli comes a variety of sandwiches that is sure to bring you back for more. Hamburgers and hot dogs served every day. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 7, Sundays from 12 to 6. On F Street in Harlingen, it's the Scoop Ice Cream Parlor and Deli.
Back here on RealSportsLive.com, Corpus Christi Miller will have the basketball as we resume play here in this second quarter. 2:37 left. Miller with the basketball in the front court. Working on that right side to Saunders. Now they'll get it over to Poses. Turnover as it goes out of bounds. Brownsville Veterans basketball. I don't think either team's going to run away from the other here in this one. So we may be here all game. Chargers with the ball. They'll bring it across the midcourt stripe. Maldonado has it. They had given a little bit of room. Now they come out to guard that ball. In the corner it goes. They'll go inside on the baseline. Back outside off the dribble in the paint. Running one-hander. Won't go. Rebound by the Buccaneers. Outlet pass. Here comes Nichols. Nichols, a pass to the right side. Fadeaway baseline jumper. Won't go. Rebound tipped out of bounds. It'll be Brownsville veteran ball. 2 minutes left here in this first half of play. Brownsville veteran basketball out of bounds. Set it up on the half-court set. Working on the left side, now in the corner. Skip pass, that's a dangerous pass. Tracked down by Maddox. Maddox given room. Finds Paul Barrera now in the game. Plays catch with Maddox. Off the dribble, gets it to Anaya. Back outside, Maldonado for three. Buries that. Maldonado drops in a three ball. 5-point lead for the Chargers. That's the biggest lead of this ball game. Back come the Buccaneers. Zamora hands it off to Calindre. Calindre off the dribble. Attacks, laid it up, no good. Offensive rebound by the Buccaneers. Leads to a quick jumper. That won't go. Rebound right back out into the hands of Sanders. And then the whistle blows and the tie-up. On the possession change, it'll stay right here in possession of the Corpus Christi Miller Buccaneers. That time one of the Charger players took a shot to the face area. They'll have to attend to Matt Maddox on the sideline in front of the Charger bench. Maddox will check out of the game. Kelly Davis popped off the bench. He'll check with the scorer's table, and then he'll enter the game. It'll be Miller basketball on the baseline on this inbound play with 1:07 left here in the first half of play. More substitutes popping off the bench, just freewheeling off here right now for Corpus Christi Miller, as they are willing and able to use any and all players addressed out here for this game. Buccaneers inbound the ball inside. Banker goes up and in. Made bucket by Calindre. Back to a three-point game. Chargers with the basketball in the lead. Under a minute left here in this first quarter of play. Chargers will have it on the offensive set. Outside to Maldonado. Over to Anaya. Gets it back after a pass. Anaya off the dribble, no good. Offensive rebound, and a foul called is going to send Robert Fisher to the line. And that's going to be on Calindre, which is his third. Fisher to the free throw line. Robert Fisher, a couple of points here tonight. First one won't go here. As a team, Brownsville veterans now 8 of 12 from the free throw line. Giving you comparison, Corpus Christi Miller is yet to shoot a free throw. That one won't go. Fisher 0 for 2 on the trip. Buccaneers back with the ball. On the offensive set on the right-hand side. Dribbling the ball is Marcel Davis. Davis has to track that down. Saved it back, but he threw it away and thrown off of Rahid Ned. Kelly Davis with a heads-up play that time for the Chargers. Leads to a turnover. It'll be veterans basketball. They'll inbound the ball here. 21 seconds left here in the quarter. Chargers get it into Anaya. Anaya brings it into the front court with 17 on the clock. Guarded by Davis, lost his dribble, finds Maldonado. Maldonado with 10 on the clock. Attacks in the lane, spins, and got called for a travel. The turnover gives the ball back to Miller. Buccaneers will have it with 8 seconds left here in the half. Substitute off the bench. Robert Fisher checks back in for the Chargers of Brownsville veterans. Miller basketball up to the half court stripe. Spin it on the left wing with 2 seconds to go. One, steal, 1 half in the books. Brownsville veterans with a 3-point lead. Come back with some stats and more after this.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Service have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
If you've spent your career in education and are ready for the next chapter, let the professionals at Employment Retirement Services help. You've worked hard, and now it's time to relax and enjoy with peace of mind and security.
Help fulfill your retirement needs. Come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together.
Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
Halftime has arrived. Brownsville veteran faithful. We're making a little noise during that break right out of off the buzzer as we start this halftime spot. 9 minutes on the clock. 27-24 is your score. Brownsville veterans on top of Corpus Christi's Buccaneers from Miller. Additional broadcast tomorrow night. Yes, we've got the Santa Rosa game locked in. We've got the San Perlita game locked in. As a matter of knocking out the sponsorship to send our crews in motion, we had 0 activity coming in on the Vela side, and that was the furthest game out, trying to get that one covered. I still have a system I could try to put into play, but right now no additional broadcasting coming in for the Vela Sabercats, as they'll be taking on Laredo United tomorrow night. And right now, that's our only broadcast game in this area that we won't have. Corpus Christi veteran fans down there on the seats below us, kind of quiet, kind of anxious. But you get a feeling this thing's coming down to the wire before we actually get this one decided at all. Leading scorer in the ball game, Justin Anaya for Brownsville Veterans with 9 points. Xavier Calindre for the Miller Buccaneers in the first half. Leads his team in scoring. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll tell you about some additional broadcasts as well. Also talk to you a little bit about what we're trying to do as far as keeping this thing funded here on RioSportsLive.com.
Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito was right there for you when it comes to supporting your teams, schools, and organizations. A veteran-owned business dedicated to helping out regardless of the team or season. Let Chewy's design your hats or shirts with state-of-the-art embroidery. Let Chewy's design and print your shirts for the next big game. How about custom engraved top-of-the-line mugs, buttons, banners? Call Chewy's Custom Sports today.
Men, start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Head to downtown Harlingen for great food, shopping, fitness, and fun. Welcome to Coletti's. Take a break for a quick lunch with handmade burgers, pastas, salads, sandwiches, and pizza. After a long day, have dinner with us where we have over 20 new menu items. Join us for Margarita Fridays and live music Fridays and Saturdays on the patio. Make any day memorable at Coletti's. Visit colettis.net. Downtown Harlingen. It's where you belong.
Charger fans still out having some fun here, but the break still waiting for the arrival of both teams. Our thanks again to Texas A&M Kingsville for providing us a spot from which to broadcast this game. Also, thanks to both the Corpus Christi School District and the Brownsville School Districts for providing us the permissions in which to broadcast the game. That's the tough part this time of year, as you find out on a Sunday where the matchup is, where they're going to be playing. And then on Monday morning, you're making phone calls left and right to schools, officials, trying to get approvals, and then you have to make additional phone calls to the broadcast partners of the UIL to secure the spot. And once you've got that done, then of course you got to pay your fees, lock in some sponsorship if you can get a hold of it in a day, and then get yourself up to the venue to make sure you lock in the internet. Bert Ruiz was kind enough to meet me earlier on in the day. We made it up here in time to get everything set, not only for tonight, but for tomorrow night's broadcast as well, as the Santa Rosa Warriors will be playing. There's your score. I've got that on here at the halftime break. 27-24, Brownsville Veterans on top of Corpus Christi Miller. Still 4 minutes before the two teams make their way back on the floor. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll get you set for the second half of this one. From Kingsville, this is RealSportsLive.com.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Xavier. This is Sarge. We're the owners of King Cuts Barbershop, and this is the King Cuts crew.
Welcome to King Cuts.
We specialize in all kinds of men's cuts and hair designs. Keep yourself groomed. We'll take care of the rest. King Cuts, where fresh cuts are served daily.
A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibarras, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibarras in Harlingen.
If you just graduated high school, are looking to change careers, or to upgrade your job skills, Texas Southmost College is the place to start. With over 50 certificates and associate degrees to choose from, TSC has the career for you. At TSC, you get a quality education that's close to home. Earn a certificate or an associate degree and get the education you need for today and tomorrow's job market.
Wouldn't you like to be in demand?
Register now at Texas Southmost College in Brownsville.
At Port Isabel Health Clinic, they care for you like family. Services include pediatrics, geriatric care, and family practice, school sports physicals, daycare physicals, orthopedic care, wellness exams for men and women. Dr. William Torkelson and his staff are here to serve you. Office hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. through 5 p.m. Your health is their priority at the Port Isabel Health Clinic. Back here on RioSportsLive.com, we are at halftime. Corpus Christi Miller Buccaneers are the first team to arrive back on the floor. As the Buccaneers make their way over to the sideline, their crowd makes a lot of noise right below us. We'll hear once the Chargers of Brownsville veterans make their arrival. Here they come. And their fans, too, will make a little noise as well as the Chargers enjoy a 3-point lead here at the halftime break. I got your leading scores. This is unofficial. 9 points for Justin Anaya leads away for Brownsville veterans, followed by 8 points for Damian Maldonado, 4 for Robert Fisher, 2 for Sebastian Socha, 2 for Paul Barrera, 1 for Matt Maddox, and 1 for Kelly Davis. Xavier Calindre leads away with 8 points for the Miller Buccaneers. Raheem Ned with 5, Malik Sanders with 4, 3 points for Joshua Pozis. Malik Edwards has 2, and so does Zamari Nichols. Minute left before we start the second half. I'll take my final break. When we come back, we'll have you set for the second half of this quarterfinal action from Kingsville on a Monday night. This is RioSportsLive.com. Everyone's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2 in Harlingen. Choose from a wide selection and score big today on West Expressway 83. Right now, how about this 2016 Kia Soul for $500 down and $250 a month? Bluetooth, steering wheel controls, a reverse camera, and ready to go? $500 down, $250 a month. Or this 2014 Volkswagen Passat on the lot today and yours at just $500 down and $235 a month. Leather seats, navigation, reverse camera, Bluetooth, satellite radio, and it's yours today. $500 down, $235 a month. Financing is available with lending for all types. Every deal's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2, in business since 2002, Harlingen, Texas. Back here, we start the second half of play, and Brownsville Veterans promptly turns it over on the first possession of this second half. Gives the ball to Corpus Christi Miller, and the officials blew the whistle on the other side of the court. And they will give the ball to the Buccaneers. And we are ready to roll here. Buccaneer basketball, second half of this quarterfinal game. Open jumper on the way, well off the mark. That goes out of bounds. Saved back in, though, but the Chargers have it. Brownsville Veterans with the basketball in the front court. Nice defense played by Zamari Nichols. Got in that passing lane. Nearly got the steal. It's Brownsville Veterans ball. Out of bounds on the half-court set. Just underway here in the third quarter. Quick open jumper, misfires off the mark. Rebound in the backcourt by the Buccaneers, and they'll bring it up. Across the timeline on the dribble of Sanders. Got free for the jumper, rolled it off the mark. Offensive board, put it up and in, Calindre. Right there, Calindre going to work. 1 point game. Whistle, quick timeout. Brownsville Veterans. Coach doesn't like the way the second half begins. With that, we'll take a quick break. This is RioSportsLive.com. Looking to add that special look to your home? Then stop by Nip and Tuck Draperies in downtown Harlingen. With a wide assortment of draperies, blinds, bedspreads, and more, they specialize in creating exactly what you want. Quilting done right in the shop, in the workroom. Open Monday through Friday, or call today for free estimates at 956-428-4331. Visit us on Facebook or stop by 214 East Jackson. It's Nip and Tuck Draperies as you shop downtown Harlingen. Back here after the whistle blows. Quick whistle on the sideline. Brownsville Veterans will have the basketball in a 1-point lead. And they'll call a foul on Zamori Nichols right before that ball was thrown in. For Nichols, that's his first foul of the game. Brownsville Veterans to throw it in. In the half court outside to Anaya. Anaya spins it over to Barrera. Barrera guarded by Nichols, backs him off, and that's a blocking foul called on Nichols. Nichols wanted the offensive foul. Nothing doing, says the official. Now, they let him play real physical in the first half. We'll take a look if any adjustments have to be made here to start this second half of play. A minute gone. Chargers with a 1-point lead. Quick pressure by the Buccaneers. Maldonado with a catch. Outside for an Anaya three. That's off the mark, no good. Rebound in the paint. Taken down by the Buccaneers. Nicely done to secure the board. Buccaneers in the backcourt will now bring it front side. Quick pass on that left wing. Baseline runner rolls up, no good. Rebound, offensive board, put that up and in. A lead back for the Buccaneers. J.D. Reed with a basket. Back come the Chargers of Brownsville Veterans on the half-court set. Anaya off the dribble. Has it poked away and stolen. Here come the Buccaneers into the front court. To the right side it goes to Sanders. That ball's tipped away, picked up. Shot goes up off the mark, no good. Offensive rebound nearly secured, but it's tipped out of bounds off the Chargers, says the official. They'll give the ball to the Buccaneers of Corpus Christi. Miller. J.D. Reed will trigger this inbound play. Reed to throw it in. Goes inside to Sanders. Goes to work. Fadeaway jumper won't go. They crash the boards. Chargers get it. Trying to get out of traffic with it. Loose ball. Rolls out. Finally picked up. And here come the Chargers in the front court. Anaya behind the back. Goes off the dribble. Got the shot off and got fouled. Call that foul on Malik Sanders. And the official calls over Justin Anaya. Says something to him before he steps to the free throw line here for Brownsville Veterans. First free throw is good. That's the first point of the second half for Brownsville Veterans Memorial. All knotted up at 28. Buccaneers have outscored the Chargers 4-1 here in the third quarter. Anaya, now in double figures scoring, makes that free throw as well. 2 for 2 on the trip. Buccaneer basketball, half court set, quick three on the way, that's off the mark. Rebound by Anaya for Brownsville Veterans. To Maldonado. Maldonado brings it up, got it across the timeline. Now he attacks on the left side, up off the glass, rolls it off, and he'll get fouled. 2 shots coming up for Damian Maldonado. Foul on J.D. Reed. That's his second. Maldonado spotted that Reed had him and was backpedaling. Every time you get a player backpedaling on you and you got a pressure-type defense, you can just keep dribbling. That's what you tell your players. Just keep going, attacking. Because unless the guy has some tremendous leaping ability, generally you can keep your body on him, draw the contact, and a lot of times make a basket and go to the line for a three-point play. Maldonado misses the first free throw. Second one well short. Easy rebound for Raheem Ned. For Miller, that shot goes up. Another whistle, that's a blocking foul. Maddox tried to get back to draw a charge. Fairly easy call this time to send Raheem Ned, the junior, to the line for the Miller Buccaneers. For the Buccaneers, this will be their first free throw of the ball game. Ned sinks it. Raheem Ned, that's his 6th point of the ball game. Ties us up at 29. Second free throw for the lead is no good. Rebound by Maldonado, secured for Brownsville Veterans. Long outlet pass. That's a dangerous pass. Tip, and out of bounds it goes off of Miller. Chargers fortunate they didn't turn it over there. Maddox was back there early, but there was plenty of help to help defensively. Anaya will trigger the inbound play for the Chargers. Gets it on top. Working inside to Maldonado. Goes baseline, dishes off. Banker rolls up and in. Made by Robert Fisher. And then after the bucket goes in, the whistle blows. Official makes the call. Now they're going to wave off the basket. They do. They take the basket away. And we're all tied up at 21 apiece. Buccaneers with the ball. There's a steal by Brownsville Veterans. Chargers with a chance to take the lead. They'll go to Maldonado. Attacks, missed it, got his board, put it up, no good. Rebound tipped outside. Backing away is Maddox to Anaya. Over to Davis. Davis with a jump stop. Got in the paint and got fouled. Kelly Davis will get to the line. Call that foul on Malik Saunders, his 2nd. Kelly Davis steps to the line for Brownsville Veterans. Misses on the first. Chargers now 10 of 18 as a team from the line. That's 56%. Substitute in the game for the Buccaneers as J.D. Reed returns. Meanwhile, Davis back at the line. He's 1 of 3 in the game. Got that one to go. 1-point game. Buccaneers with the ball. Quick shot off the dribble and 2 shots coming up for Malik Saunders. Both teams recognizing that if you beat them down court, even though it may be like an evenly matched 2-on-2 or in some cases a 2-on-3, again, if you have a defender backpedaling, you can attack and get at worst to the line. Sanders misses the free throw. His first attempt at the game. Malik Saunders, the senior, at 6'1", 4 points in the ballgame. This to try to tie it up, and he does. All knotted up with 4:50 to go here in the third quarter. Maddox and the Chargers will now see a diamond and 1 3/4 court trap press set up, and it pays dividends as there's a turnover. Here comes Ned. Ned dishes off. That's Reed. He'll travel. So turnover on either side. As the good news for Corpus Christi Miller, the press forced the turnover. The bad news, you walk on the other side and give it right back. Every whistle, there's substitutes checking in this game. In most cases from both teams, they are just trying to stay fresh. When you get in one of these type of games, it's physical as it is. There's a steal. Off the dribble. This is Sanders. Lay it in. The lead goes to the Buccaneers. Chargers with the ball in the backcourt. Against the press, overhead pass. Nice catch by Anaya. Anaya went to dish it off and threw it away. He spotted Kelly Davis. And had Davis maintained his trajectory towards the goal, he would have had a layup. For some reason, he peeled off just as Anaya was releasing that pass. Miller on the offense. This is Sanders in the paint. Missed a shot. Rebound by Maldonado. Sanders comes over there, strips it, tips it off Maldonado out of bounds. It'll stay here, Miller ball. But hustled that time by Malik Saunders for the Buccaneers. They'll work it outside. This is Nichols. Nichols to Saunders. Saunders guarded by Maddox, takes him off the dribble with a big jump stop. That's blocked out of bounds and stay here. Maldonado and Kelly Davis over to help out on that block shot. Saunders sends it in. There's a quick whistle and a foul call. And that'll be on the entry pass against Kelly Davis of Brownsville Veterans. It'll give the ball to Corpus Christi Miller. They'll work it outside to Nichols. Nichols on the dribble, giving room. Normally don't waste too much time on a possession before they get a shot away. This one's off the mark. Rebound by the Chargers of Brownsville Veterans. They'll work it into the front court. Off the dribble, Maddox. Gets it to Davis. Davis spins it to Maldonado. Catches, got a bump, and got fouled. That'll be on Zamari Nichols. That'll also be the 6th team foul already here in the second half against Corpus Christi Miller. Brownsville Veterans basketball out of bounds. They'll get it inside, and the ball's tipped out of bounds. It'll stay in the hands of Brownsville Veterans. Chargers led by 3 at the break. Have been outscored 8-3 here in the third. Limited to just 3 points. They'll have the ball on the offensive end. Barrera to Maldonado. Clear out for him against Reed. Goes to work off the glass. Got it to go. Maldonado ties it up. Back come the Buccaneers. Saunders has the ball in the open court. Takes it off the dribble to Reed for 3. That's off the mark. Ball goes out of bounds. That'll be Brownsville Veterans ball. Again, every whistle you see substitutions popping off the bench. Malik Edwards checks in the game now for Corpus Christi Miller on that whistle. Under 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. Charger basketball in the back court. Davis to Maddox. Maddox back to Davis. Davis attacks, pulls the trigger, missed it. Maldonado gets a rebound, steps in, put it up and in. Damian Maldonado with a bucket there. 2-point lead for the Chargers. Back comes Sanders. He's had an answer all night. Misses this one. Rebound taken down by Maddox for Brownsville Veterans in the front court. Maddox for an NBA 3. That's off the mark. Quick rebound by Calindre. Hands it off to Sanders in the back court. Timeout called by Corpus Christi Miller. 2:23 left in the third. We'll be back with more after this.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Phil and Mary Alice Oxford decided to build a new Palm Valley Gymnastics and Dance, Ricky Leal at First Community Bank provided easy and affordable financing.
Make FCB your bank.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Back here on RioSportsLive.com. The Chargers over there on the sideline. And head coach Larry Gibson talking things over to his troops. Scrappy bunch. Playing against an equally scrappy bunch in Corpus Christi Miller's Buccaneers here tonight at Texas A&M Kingsville. Chargers with a 1-point lead. Corpus Christi Miller with the basketball as we resume play. Malik Sanders brings it up. Left out on top to be guarded by Matt Maddox. Stopped his dribble. Swing it over to Ned. Ned goes inside and threw it away. Easy steal that time for Kelly Davis for Brownsville Veterans. Davis in the corner to Maddox. Maddox back to Davis. Backpedals out. Good recovery defensively by the Miller Buccaneers, and that leads to a steal by Reed, and he gets fouled in the backcourt. Looked as if that was an easy shot going to develop on that offensive set for Brownsville Veterans, but Reed extremely instrumental in staying active down there. Eventually got his hands on the ball. Miller basketball. They'll walk it into the half-court set. That's the first time I've said that tonight. Off the dribble, they'll attack. That ball's deflected, and that's going to be a foul called. And they're looking in the direction of Paul Barrera. Inbound play coming up. That was a non-shooting foul. Buccaneers will throw it in. Anaya nearly steals it. That's tipped out of bounds off his hands last. Buccaneers now set it up. This is Malik Saunders. Saunders off the dribble, pulls the trigger from the free throw. Got it. Tie ball game. Malik Saunders ties us up. Back come the Chargers into the front court. Brownsville veterans will set it up on a half-court set. Off the dribble, Anaya has that ball tipped and stolen. Loose ball now in the backcourt, picked up. Buccaneers have it. They'll work it front court. Saunders in the corner. Reed for the three. Answer, no. Rebound by the Chargers. On the outlet pass, they'll throw it off of a Buccaneer. And Brownsville veterans will have it with 1:07 left here in the third quarter. All tied up at 34. Chargers to inbound the ball. They'll go to Maddox. Maddox slows the pace. The press is backed off, at least right now, for Corpus Christi Miller. They're doing a nice job of changing it up each trip down. There's a quick foul. They're looking at Malik Saunders. As we dip just under a minute left here. Now they call it on Reed away from the ball. And for J.D. Reed, that'll be his fourth foul. Anaya will head to the free throw line. Meanwhile, substituting in is Raheem Ned back in the ball game. We'll check that. That's going to be Xavier Watson now checking in for Corpus Christi Miller. Free throw chance for Anaya. It's a 1-and-1. First one's good. Justin Anaya with 12 points is 9 of 9 at the free throw line. He's the bright spot for Brownsville veteran from the line. Second one coming up for Anaya is no good. Kind of jinxed him there, didn't I? Rebound. Here come the Buccaneers. Nice pass left side, but off the hands, and it tips out of bounds. Malik Edwards couldn't hang on. Brownsville veterans ball. They're up 1. Here comes pressure. Set up by Corpus Christi Miller in the backcourt. They'll switch it up to a 2-2-1 now. Extend it a little further down court. Maddox brings it up to Anaya. Back to Maddox. Attacks right down the middle. Now they've got something. Pulls the trigger. Miss on that. Maldonado right there. Steps it back outside for a three. Anaya. That one rolls in. Justin Anaya. 29 seconds left here in the third quarter. 4-point lead. Saunders for a three. That won't go. Maldonado gets a rebound for Brownsville veterans. Has it poked away in the backcourt. Anaya's there to help him out. Anaya to Davis. Davis brings it across. 14 seconds left here in the third quarter. Davis off the dribble. Kicks it out of bounds. Pressure, pressure, pressure as Xavier Watson came over, sliding defensively. 9 seconds left in the quarter. Substitution, Reed checks back in. He enters the ball game with 4 fouls to play the final 9 seconds here of his third quarter. Saunders has it. Brings it up. Pulls the trigger on a three off the dribble. No good. Rebound, save back inbounds. Shot goes up at the buzzer. That's blocked in the third quarter. Comes to an end. Brownsville veterans, 4-point lead. 8 minutes away from a trip to the semis. Back after this.
Truck Techs in Harlingen is your source for lifts, wheels, and tires. Talking trucks of any size, any model, and any year. Specializing in accessories with top-of-the-line products to bring that special look to your truck in a professional way. Lifts, wheels, and tires, with financing available too. Call today or stop by Truck Techs in Harlingen.
When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel, drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building and the blue shrimp boats, Laguna Madre Baits. 828 Westport Drive, Fort Mansfield, Texas. Fasten the seatbelts, and here we go. 8 minutes left in the game, separated by 4 points with the Brownsville Veterans. Chargers on top. Corpus Christi Miller with the ball as we start the final 8. Here's a shot by Calindre. That won't go, and he got fouled. And Xavier Calindre will head to the line. Appreciate the comments coming in on the Facebook side. And Calindre will head to the line. Xavier Calindre. 10 points in the game scoring. First free throw won't go. That's his first free throw attempt. As a team for Miller, that's just their 5th of the game from the free throw line. All 5 free throw attempts coming here in the second half. They're 2 of 5 as a team. Second free throw is no good. Long rebound tipped out. Calindre comes out of there with it. Tried to throw that off of a Brownsville player, Paul Barrera. They're going to call a foul on Barrera. And that'll be the 7th team foul on Brownsville Veterans. So a free throw opportunity coming up for Corpus Christi Miller, Xavier Calindre. He'll head back to the line. 1-1 this time. He missed his 2 on the 2-shot opportunity. Gets the first here, so he'll get a second. That's your first point scored of this 4th quarter. Bert Ruiz on the camera. Doing a great job here tonight. Calindre hits the second. Chargers back with the ball. This is Maldonado. There's a corner 3. That's off the mark. Long rebound comes out to Calindre. Now the ball's deflected and nearly stolen. Out of bounds it goes. Miller with the ball, across to the right side. Buccaneers trying to work it inside to Calindre into a triple team, and he'll get fouled. That'll stop play. Another free throw opportunity for Calindre. Xavier Calindre, 14 points in the game. First one perfect. Now he's got it dialed in from the line. One more here to tie it up. Chargers substitute in as Robert Fisher enters the game. The foul was called on Kelly Davis, which is his 4th. Calindre misses that free throw. Rebound by the Chargers. That's Fisher, who just checked in the game. Charger basketball in the backcourt to Anaya. Anaya methodically gets it up across the timeline to Maddox. Stays with the dribble. Attacks now on the left-hand side. Takes a bump and got fouled. Matt Maddox will now get to the line. And Maddox steps up, the sophomore. 1 of 2 from the line. That's his only point of the game, as a free throw made earlier. Minute gone here in the 4th. Maddox with a free throw. Good. Second one coming up. Chargers trying to go back up by 4. Can't get it done. Offensive rebound, though, by the Chargers. That's tipped out of bounds off the hands of Robert Fisher. Couldn't hang on. 2-point game. Now they're going to reverse that call. They are. Give it back to Brownsville Veterans on the baseline. Chargers to throw it in from the baseline. Set him in motion, looking, still looking. Lob it out on top. That's going to be Barrera. He'll step out of bounds. Gives the ball back to Corpus Christi Miller. Buccaneers down by 2. No way, stretch, or form is this lead a comfort zone for Brownsville veterans. Into the front court. This is Saunders off the dribble. Spins it over, finds Ned. Ned attacks in the paint. Nice dish off inside layup and a charge, wave it off. Defensively, Robert Fisher got back to take the charge. That would have tied it. For Ned, that's his second foul of the game. Charger basketball in the backcourt. Maddox plays catch with Anaya. Anaya now to Maldonado. Maldonado goes to work. Spins it back outside to Maddox and threw it in the backcourt. Maldonado thought he had a layup, and then he saw a man in the presence of Calendere. And they'll spin it inside to Calendere. Goes to work on the baseline. Missed the shot. Rebounds off the Chargers, so stay right here. Buccaneer basketball. Get it out to Ned. Ned further out to Calendere. Spins it to Livingston, who's back in the ball game. This is over to Saunders. Saunders off the dribble at the free throw line. Here's the pass for the 3 and the lead, but it won't go, and the ball goes over the backboard. And it gets back in the hands of Brownsville veterans. I'll send a shout out to my granddaughter, Emma, who's listening to the game back in Missouri. Just got a message from her mom. Good stuff here from Kingsville, Texas, home of Texas A&M University, Kingsville. Brownsville veterans with a 2-point lead and the basketball. This is Maddox. Maddox to Maldonado. Maldonado hands it off to Anaya. Anaya takes it off the dribble into a double team. Lost it, picked it up, put it up, rolled it off the mark. Rebound, now taken away, and then a whistle, and that's going to be an offensive foul. And that should be the 5th on J.D. Reed. That will be his 5th. Anaya had 2 good chances that time to put that easy shot in. I say easy. The look was easy. Getting to the shot, anything but, because of the physical play. Then once the loose ball was finally secured by Anaya, Reed commits a foul. 10th team foul, but a non-shooting foul. And a player control foul, so that means it's Brownsville basketball. They'll miss the shot. Rebound by Miller. 2-point game. Buccaneers with the ball. This is Saunders. Saunders off the dribble for the tie. Off the glass, won't go. Rebound. Calendere for the basket and the tie. Xavier Calendere puts it in. All knotted up at 39. 5:10 left here in this ball game. Chargers, this is Maldonado. Maldonado to Anaya. Anaya tries to settle it down. Still 5 minutes left. That's an eternity with these two teams playing. Anaya off the dribble into a hard double team, and that's going to be a foul called. Ned made a nice choice that time, because had Anaya delivered any kind of pass off of that dribble, he had no idea where Ned was coming from as he slipped beyond 2 players. But when Anaya kept the dribble alive, he came front and center with Ned in a hurry. 2 shots for Justin Anaya here. First one won't go. They went after that rebound with a vengeance, but it's still that was not a 1-and-1. They're in the double bonus on the Miller side. Substitution into the game. Back in, Demetrius Guzman checks in for Corpus Christi's Miller Buccaneers. Meanwhile, Justin Anaya back at the free throw line for Brownsville veteran and the Chargers. He's got 14 points in the game, has made 9 of 11 at the free throw line. Spins that one in. Chargers up by 1. Miller basketball. Saunders brings it up. On the half-court set, Sanders. Spins it over. This is Amari Nichols. Nichols on a clear out. Takes it off the dribble. Dishes off inside Calindre, and he makes it. Nice assist. Calindre on the bucket. Gives the Miller Buccaneers the lead. 4:37 left here in this ball game. Maldonado knocked to the ground. Loose ball goes out of bounds. That's a turnover. This is where your legs will come into play in a ball game like this. And you look up and you say, well, it's not a track meet. But in essence, it has been a track meet kind of game. And when I'm talking about that, it means you're up and down the court on the fly. In this case, anything you do moving forward, or especially in the paint, which is where Maldonado works his hardest, is like running uphill or running in sand. After so long, the legs just start to give out. So what happens then is you get in traffic, which was the case this last trip down, and even the smallest bump that any normal game situation, a guy like Maldonado stays on his feet. This time, the leg's a little weary. Miller with the ball, now looking to build on the lead. The most they've led by in this ball game has been 4. That was back in the second quarter. Actually, in the first quarter, Saunders has the ball against Maddox and a clear out. Directs the traffic, gets it to Calindre, gets it right back. 4:10 left here in the game. Screen set for Maddox, lost the ball, turnover. Anaya has it for Brownsville Veterans. Has Maddox on his left. Anaya attacks, left-hand side, missed a shot. Rebound, quick outlet pass in the front court. Calindre on the attack, and he throws it down. Calindre throws it down with emphasis. 3-point lead. Chargers back with the basketball. Anaya gets it outside to Maddox. Maddox for a deep three. Buries it! Matt Maddox. Three-pointer up and in. Timeout called. Nothing decided here. We're all tied up. Back after this. Everyone's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2 in Harlingen. Choose from a wide selection and score big today on West Expressway 83. Right now, how about this 2016 Kia Soul for $500 down and $250 a month? Bluetooth, steering wheel controls, a reverse camera, and ready to go? $500 down, $250 a month. Or this 2014 Volkswagen Passat on the lot today and yours at just $500 down and $235 a month. Leather seats, navigation, reverse camera, Bluetooth, satellite radio, and it's yours today. $500 down, $235 a month. Financing is available with lending for all types. Every deal's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2, in business since 2002, Harlingen, Texas. Back here, Charger fans making some noise. So are the Miller fans, who are right below me. Equal noise, equal effort, equal score on the scoreboard with 3:36 left here in the fourth quarter from Texas A&M Kingsville. A trip to the regional semifinals is on the line here between these two squads. Miller with the ball after the timeout. This is Nichols outside to Sanders. Sanders back to Nichols. Hesitates, takes it against Maddox, back outside to Sanders. Sanders looking left-hand side, now puts it on the floor. Guarded by Justin Anaya, hands it off. Patient set this trip down by Corpus Christi Miller on the offensive end. Nichols. This will buy your legs some time. You can rest up a bit. On a trip, you just got to pay attention to guys in the paint. Here's a deep three on the way in the corner. That won't go. Rebound by the Chargers of Brownsville Veterans. Chance now for the Chargers to take the lead. Maddox to Anaya. Anaya off the dribble against Calindre. Takes him left-hand side. Got in the air, got it blocked. Rebound by Maldonado. Secures it for the Chargers. Back outside. Maldonado off the dribble. Attacks in the paint. Running one-hander. Goes in and a foul. Maldonado gives him the lead. 2:38 left here in the game. Damian Maldonado. I said it while they were playing that little half-court set. It gives your legs just a little extra time to rest. And a couple of trips back, we were talking about Maldonado, and that may have been just enough to get that energy level up. Free throw, won't go. Rebound by the Buccaneers. Down by 2. Buccaneers with the basketball, 2:33 left here in this game. Left side pass to Nichols. Nichols between the circles. Gets it back outside to Saunders. Thought about a 3, given some room. Puts it on the floor, in the paint, dishes off Calindre, out of bounds, turnover. Ball back to the Chargers of Brownsville Veterans. Now each trip becomes critical in the fact that Miller had a chance to tie there. Veterans now can start extending into multiple possessions with the lead. Off the dribble, Maldonado misses that one. Rebound, Barrera couldn't secure that. Dove to the ground and then made contact underneath Demetrius Guzman. And Guzman's going to walk to the other side of the court and shoot a 1-and-1. In Paul Barrera's defense, who got called for that foul, he simply dove to the ground for what he thought was a loose ball. Guzman picked it up. Nowhere to go. Momentum met Guzman in the presence of Barrera, knocked him to the ground. Guzman to the line. Demetrius Guzman, a 6'3 senior, hasn't shot a free throw tonight. Misses the front end of a 1-and-1. Offensive rebound by Calindre. Fadeaway jumper won't go by Ned. Rebound by the Chargers. Loose ball again, still loose. Pinballs, Calindre for the tie, got hammered by Maldonado. And I'm telling you, with 2 minutes left in this ball game, right there was a sequence that proves if you want to win this game, it had better be willpower and a whole bunch of strength. Because a loose ball is no guaranteed if you get there first that you're going to hang on to it. Calindre at the line, looking for two here to tie it. First one good. He's now 4 of 7 at the line. He's got 20 points. Second one coming up here. That one won't go. Offensive rebound, then a shot's blocked out of bounds. Before the inbound play, they blow the whistle. Timeout on the floor. Minute 56 left here in this game. The regional quarterfinals from Kingsville continue after this.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Services have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
If you've spent your career in education and are ready for the next chapter, let the professionals at Employment Retirement Services help. You've worked hard, and now it's time to relax and enjoy with peace of mind and security.
Help fulfill your retirement needs. Come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together.
Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
Miller missed a shot. Brownsville Veterans with the ball in a 1-point lead. Anaya has the ball with a minute 39 left in this ball game. Out to Matt Maddox. Maddox from the top of the key. Peels it away. Both teams in the double bonus, so any foul will result in 2 shots. Anaya catches. Maldonado now with the ball. Gets it back to Justin Anaya. Hounded defensively by Nichols. Beats it back to Maldonado. Has it stripped away. Loose ball taken away by Miller. Outlet pass. Here comes Sanders. Sanders in the front court. Spins it off. Inside pass for the lead, and it's up and in. Basket made by Demetrius Guzman. Chargers back with the ball. This is Anaya in the front court. Has it taken away. Loose ball tipped out of bounds. No save. Miller back with the basketball. This is Nichols. Nichols hands it off. Jumper on the way. No good. Rebound. Offensive board. Put it up and in. Zamori Nichols. Buccaneers up by 3. 47 seconds left in this one. Timeout called. We'll keep it right here. Physical play, again, coming into play. And the Buccaneers benefiting and making it work. 3-point ball game. Last time we were here, Brownsville Veterans knocked down a killer 3 to tie it back up. They took the timeout. Corpus Christi Miller over there, though, talking it over. Coach Maurice B. Bastian and company talking things over. Big crowd on hand right here below us. Corpus Christi Miller nearly filled the entire bottom area here at Texas A&M Kingsville. It'll be Charger basketball. They'll have length of the court to go. Pressure set up by Corpus Christi Miller, and here comes the ball in the back court. Maddox will bring it up slowly. Gets it to Anaya. Anaya in the front court. Spins it left-hand side. Off the dribble. Back to Anaya. Anaya steps back. Open three on the way. Buries it. We're tied. Anaya drops in a three ball. 28 seconds left here in the game. All tied up at 48. This is Sanders. Now check that. This is Nichols. Nichols on a clear out. Hesitates. Lets a shot go, but a timeout was called first. 18 seconds left. Whoever gets this commercial should pay double. When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building and the blue shrimp boats, Laguna Madre Baits. 828 Westport Drive, Port Mansfield, Texas. Fans watching on the game here. You see the Brownsville veteran fans having a lot of fun. Share, like, follow our page on Facebook if you would. Be sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel so you can find out what other games are going on, and also help us when we go out to advertisers and try to explain to them that we do have over 8 million minutes viewed in the last 16 months. And they ask all the time, well, where's your numbers? Where's your numbers? So subscribe, like, follow. Help us out, pass the word to other fans. And if you own a business, or if you know someone that owns a business, give us a chance. I think you can see where you're putting on a pretty good product here. Veterans Memorial with the defense. Nichols has the basketball for the Buccaneers on a clear out against Anaya. Stays with the dribble, 10 seconds to go. Now stays on the right-hand side, dishes off, 7 seconds to go. Free throw line jumper off the mark, out of bounds it goes. 3 seconds left here in this ball game in regulation. Feeling overtime? I am. Timeout call, Brownsville veterans. We'll talk it over. We'll go ahead and keep it right here. Bert Ruiz on the camera. I'm Joe Bowling. This is RioSportsLive.com from Kingsville. Tomorrow night, San Perlita Trojans in a round 3 game. We also have the Santa Rosa Warriors. We'll be covering their game right back here on this gym. Tonight, we got to get through this Monday, all tied up at 48 apiece. Justin Anaya's had a killer game, 17 points for the senior for Brownsville veterans. Again, the officials have let a lot of physical play go. I would expect they're going to pretty much put their whistles away here. So if you've got some kind of play in your Brownsville veterans that can go into Maldonado, you may want to go there instead of going for a 3. Because outside, you work the ball too far on the outside. I don't think you want to play with fire down here on the half-court set, get a steal and a shot and lose in 3 seconds. You want to get the ball deep down court, mid-court. Maldonado, though, will throw it in. They won't guard him. They'll give room. But, again, you need to get the ball down court. Something in the back court, pressure, and you may have a turnover. 2 seconds to go. Here's a 3 for the win, and it's off the mark. Overtime, here we come. All tied up at 48 apiece from Kingsville. Let's play some more. Back after this. TV back here, Corpus Christi Miller over there talking things over. Now the scoreboard will read 4 as we head to overtime. But we are in the overtime period here. And so we'll tee it up and we'll play some more. 4 minutes on the clock. Trip to the regional Final 4 on the line here between these two teams. Corpus Christi Miller standing in the center circle will be Xavier Calindre. He's your leading scorer. Across from him, Justin Anaya, leading scorer for the Brownsville Veterans Chargers. Tip controlled by the Chargers, and away we go. Front court, Kelly Davis back in the ball game. Out to Anaya. Takes a bump, gets a 3. Off the mark, no good. Rebound tipped around, controlled by Miller. Securing the board was Ned. In the back court, that'll be a jump ball called. And it will be Corpus Christi Miller basketball. Here comes Malik Sanders. Sanders has had 7 points. He scored them when they needed him the most, middle of that third quarter. Off the dribble, this is Calindre, hands it off, running one-hander, off the mark, missed by Ned. Rebound tipped out of bounds, off of Brownsville Veterans. Sloppy play Miller, says Pete Moreno, watching on our social media. It's sloppy play because it's a physical game, and that makes it appear to be a physical or a sloppily played game. It's just a little off balance when you take a look at two teams that are allowed to beat and bang on one another. It takes away a flow of an offense that you're normally used to seeing in a basketball game. Missed shot there. Kelly Davis gets a rebound. Here come the Chargers into the front court to Barrera. Barrera puts it on the floor, fell to the ground, and got called for a travel. Paul Barrera, the senior, slipped and fell over there right in front of the water area. So the turnover gives it to Corpus Christi Miller. Neither team has scored here in this overtime period. Official, I thought was okay with the moisture down there, but then he called for some additional towels, and not sure there's a dry towel over there on the Brownsville Veterans sideline. It'll be Miller basketball. The Buccaneers. No pressure in the backcourt by Brownsville Veterans. Allows Malik Sanders to bring it up on the offensive end. Sanders on a clear out. Spins it left-hand side to Calindre. That ball's deflected and stolen. Here come the Chargers. Down the right side, Anaya lay it up. Missed it. Rebound by the Buccaneers. Good recovery defensively that time by Zamori Nichols. Back come the Buccaneers. Off the dribble, this is Ned. Ned hands it off to Edwards. Edwards back to Ned. Looked inside for Calindre, nothing there. Gets it out instead to Edwards. He'll back it away. On the half-court set. Working on the right side. This is Nichols. Pulls up, fires it outside. Open three. Answer, yes! 3 ball by Malik Sanders. That's your first point scored here in the overtime period. Chargers back with the basketball. Anaya lost his dribble. Finds Maldonado. Maldonado hands it off to Maddox. Maddox on the dribble. Pulls back for a long 3. That's off the mark. Rebound, out of bounds. Save back in, but off the Buccaneers. And it'll be Brownsville Veterans basketball. Give credit to Maldonado working that time in there. Saw that shot was going to miss. Just got his fingers on it to prevent that rebound for Corpus Christi Miller. Chargers to inbound the ball. They'll lob it outside for Maldonado. Overhead pass. That ball's deflected and stolen. Buccaneers took it away. 2:08 left in the game. Sanders in the backcourt. Beats him off the dribble. Pulls up. Free throw line jumper. Buries it. Malik Sanders. That's a 5-0 run to start the overtime period for the Buccaneers. Maldonado on the dribble. Attacks into traffic. Fadeaway jumper. Rolls it off the mark. Rebound taken down by Edwards for the Buccaneers. Edwards, outlet pass to Nichols. Has it nearly stolen. Out of bounds it goes. It'll be Buccaneer basketball. Corpus Christi Miller scored all 5 points here in overtime. Minute 41 left. 2-possession game. This is critical here. If they can score Buccaneers can force a lot of things to happen. There's a foul in the back court as Kelly Davis commits the foul. So a free throw opportunity coming up for Raheem Ned for Corpus Christi Miller. Ned steps to the line. In the game, 6 points, 1 of 2 at the free throw line. Foul on Kelly Davis is his 5th of the game. Davis fouls out, having scored just 2 points here to game. Free throw number 1 is perfect by Raheem Ned. Still a 2-possession game if you're counting possessions. This, the big free throw for Ned. Got that too. Big free throws for Ned. Brownsville veterans needing a basket here this trip down, no doubt about it. Barrera in the back court, spins it ahead. Working out for a quick 3 by Maddox. That's off the mark. Rebound, save back in. No, it's not. Barrera couldn't get it. Buccaneers now up by 7, have the basketball. They'll get it into Nichols. Nichols attacks right side and hands it off. Layup up and in by Calendre. 9-0 run. Maldonado has it for Brownsville veterans. Off the dribble, out it goes to Edge. Lucky Edge off the dribble. That pass deflected out of bounds. 1:08 left. Entry pass into Maldonado. Maldonado spins the pass further to Barrera. That ball's deflected and stolen. Quick pass ahead to Nichols. Nichols, this is off. Layup left side, up, no good. Rebound by the Chargers of Brownsville veterans. Quickly in the front court, this is Maddox. Maddox off the dribble. Got to the baseline, dishes off inside. Layup good by Anaya. First point scored by the Chargers in overtime comes with 45 seconds left here in the game. Take a timeout, back after this.
Provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Back here on RioSportsLive.com. 7-point lead for the Buccaneers of Corpus Christi Miller. And they've got the ball. They'll inbound the ball in the backcourt with a 7-point lead. Overhead pass, they'll get it to Ned. Ned lobs it to Calendre, hands it off to a cutter in the lane. The extra pass, and it results in a blocked shot. And a foul called will send to the free throw line, Raheem Ned. Ned back to the line where he's 3 of 4 in the game. First one won't go. 35 seconds left here in overtime. Substitutes checking in for Brownsville veterans. They're going to need to hurry. Ned could take this back out to an 8-point lead. Misses that. Maldonado gets a rebound. Here come the Chargers. This is Maddox. Maddox pulls up for a deep 3. Got it. Long 3 by Maddox. Chargers cut it to 4. Timeout, 28 seconds to go. That cuts it to a 2-possession game. And now here's what you're talking about on Brownsville Veterans side. Yes, it's been a physical game. Go for the steal with some authority first. First pass in, go for a steal. If you hit the ball and knock it loose, you might just get it. If you don't, you commit a foul, you send them to the line. Worst case scenario, 2 made free throws, it's still a 2-possession game. What you can't do is let massive amounts of time come off the clock once the ball thrown in. Again, you go for the first guy that catches it, and you don't just run and foul him. Because in a physical game like this, you might just get away with something that would normally be called a foul. Miller will inbound the ball. Ned will throw it in. He's unguarded. They'll pressure the ball. They'll lob it in. There's going to be a steal. Chargers get it out. Maddox 3 on the way. That's off the mark. Rebound, Anaya. Anaya back to Maddox. Maddox looks back for Anaya. Lost it on the ground. 19 seconds to go, and a travel call. Chargers certainly had a chance. Anaya called for a travel. Chargers will have to put that press on yet again. Miller will inbound the ball. Still looking to get it in. They'll finally lose it again. Loose ball picked up. Shot up by Maddox. Off the back of the rim. No good. Offensive rebound. Barrera, and he'll get fouled. That stops play with 11.7 seconds to go. Paul Barrera will head to the line for the Brownsville Veterans Chargers. 11.7 seconds left here in overtime. They were down 9 points here in this overtime period for the Brownsville Veterans Chargers. Barrera hasn't shot a free throw here to game. He'll shoot 2. First one takes his time. Spins it home. For Paul Barrera, the senior. He's got 3 points in the game. The lead is 3. This one, you get a little bit of a cushion. If you make this, you have a breath of life if you're Brownsville Veterans. Extend it a little more. Free throw, no good. Rebound taken down by Ned. Before the foul was called, a timeout was called. Chargers tried to commit a foul. The whistle said timeout was called. Keep it right here. Miller will talk it over. Their coach had called that timeout. 9.5 seconds left in overtime here. Again, fans watching this on our social media, share, follow, like. Help us out on both the Facebook and the YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Our Roku channel is getting subscriptions on a daily basis. That number grows every day. Brownsville Veterans fans making some noise. The last 2 inbound plays have resulted in steals. For Brownsville Veterans. Now, because of where the whistle was blown, the inbounder cannot roam the baseline here for Corpus Christi Miller. Nichols has to stay put in one spot. Again, they will guard in the backcourt. Ned catches, and they'll foul him with 8.2 seconds left. Anaya commits the foul. Here's where you go back to that Barrera free throw on the 2nd of 2. Had he made that, 2-shot opportunity for Ned. Brownsville Veterans hoping he misses 1 of 2. Now you have to hope he misses both. And that's just to keep it at a 3-point game. Ned at the night, 3 of 6. First one, no good. Possession arrow favors Brownsville Veterans if you get to that. Ned's second free throw. Takes his time. 6'2" junior. Misses that. Rebound by Miller, and that may seal it. Edwards gets a rebound, he gets fouled. And that ball bounced twice before he got to it. Free throw opportunity coming up for Malik Edwards. 4.8 seconds left in overtime. Edwards steps to the line, a 5'9" junior. 2 shots coming up here. First one won't go. Second one coming up for Malik Edwards. 5'9" junior takes his time again. Made that. Chargers throw it deep down court. Ball tipped, stolen. Buccaneers work it front court and are on their way to the regional semifinals. In overtime, Corpus Christi Miller secures the win by 4. Frantic comeback for Brownsville veterans, clawing their way back after being down 9. This team fights to the very end, but there's your winner. Corpus Christi Miller, the Buccaneers, are moving on to the regional semifinals. This one came down to the wire. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Reminding you we've got broadcasts coming your way tomorrow night, beginning at 7 o'clock. San Perlita playing against Flatonia. That's a 7 o'clock tip-off. 30 minutes later, we'll be here following Santa Rosa's Warriors, as the Warriors will tip off in a broadcast game here on RioSportsLive.com. It started the night with 4 teams left from the Rio Grande Valley area. A lot of teams left from Laredo. Corpus Christi Miller still alive. And so the first game here in round 3 playoffs is in the books, and it took overtime to decide it. 58-54 was the final score. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast, my friends. Bert Ruiz and I have been here all day long. I'm going to take a quick wrap-up of this one and remind you as well that I'll be looking for advertising to assist us in broadcasting these games. They're not free when we get to this level because of the fact that UIL charges us a fee. So hope you enjoyed the broadcast. If you did, be sure you pass the word. The biggest way you can help us is by going to these advertisers that you see on this broadcast, and at the very least, walk in the business and say, hey, thank you, I saw your ad. It goes a long way. That's going to do it for the broadcast. For Bert Ruiz and everybody at RioSportsLive.com, I'm Joe Bowling from Kingsville on a Monday night. Good night.